Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Now, I just had to show you guys this image, and I gotta tell you right now, I'm not usually one for posting these Mars images that you see coming out a lot that propose to have carvings or animals or, things in the shape of animals or vehicles when 99% of the time we all know it's just boulders or rocks. And the mind can play tricks on you, and you can see almost anything when you look at these images. And I understand that. I understand how some of these things, they just fall together and they look like real things we have here on Earth. So you see a lot of videos and images posted about it. But because there is such a vague amount of evidence that one would need to prove that these things are actually real and not just rocks, we don't usually post on it. But a viewer of ours and a friend of ours who's going through Mars images found an image that I'm going to tell you right now, it straight looks like a carving done with 3 to 4 animals in a line side by side each other. And regardless of whether it's a carving or regardless if it's just a rock and that this is just a major freak occurrence of nature, or whether NASA is just screwing with us and this isn't even a real image of Mars and they just put these images of these animals in here to mess with us, regardless of those 3 options, we had to show you guys to see what you guys thought. Because, regardless of whether they're actually carvings, it's definitely worth a second look from you guys. And Mother Nature can be a very mysterious thing. So we've got the image right here, and we've got these carvings highlighted. Now, if you can see, in this Mars image, which by the way hosts a stream of water coming out of this rock bed, and you can see the water which comes down right in front of these animal carvings, which you can see are much lighter than the rest of the picture because we highlighted them for you guys. And if you look, the first animal here is of an obvious elephant. Here's the elephant's head. Let me unhighlight the other 2 animals. So highlighting just the first carving of the elephant, you can see the elephant here. Here's its eye, its eyelid, its trunk, which comes down and curves back up, and its ear. Now, tell me that doesn't look like an elephant right there, and does it not have all the characteristics of an elephant head? Now, if it was just this, I could understand what's the big deal. What's the point of even posting this video? But calm down, guys. I got to show you the rest. The second image is of what looks like a dog, canine. And once again, here it is highlighted next to the elephant. And we'll unhighlight the elephant for you. Here is the dog, which looks as if, and by the way, all of these carvings, each animal looks as if they are all bending down to take a drink of water. Or at least, that is the motion that they are in. They've all got their heads down to the ground, and I just find it even more odd that there's a stream of water going in front of these carvings. So here's the dog here. Here's the dog's back coming down. Here's an ear. Here's the dog's head. Here's the dog's eye right here. Comes down. The nose of the dog is even carved out. I mean, it's amazing how all these little characteristics are popping out and are carved here, which is what really brought this image to our attention and made us want to show you guys. Because it's one thing just to have some vague rocks that kind of look like an animal but kind of don't, and have weird shapes on them that are out of place and would obviously give you the answer to the question that, hey, these aren't real carvings. But these right here have the facial and body type characteristics down to a T. There is not one part of either of these carvings of these 3 animals here that are not found on the actual animal. And that's what really stuck out to us. And that's what really stuck out to us and why we wanted to show you guys, because it's pretty awesome. So here's the dog, here's an ear, here's the eye right here, goes down, comes down to the pointed nose, which is carved out here, and comes back up here. And it looks like we have another ear right here. So there's your dog. So once again, here's your elephant with the curved trunk, the eye, the ear. Here's the dog. That's another thing. Once again, not only are these 3 animals extremely detailed in the way that they're carved out, and secondly, it's not even more odd that they're in front of a water stream, but even more odd is that they're all in the same position, leaning down as if to take a drink of something. And the last animal that really sticks out is a pig, and we'll highlight that here. You can see the pig's ear here comes down to its extremely detailed pig snout. Here's its eye right here. And I want you to look at these three and just look at the shapes of the heads. I mean, they are dead on. The pig is dead on. The ears are dead on where the ears should be. The eye, the forehead, the muscles, and the skull features of these animals are all in the correct place. And the viewer who sent these to us also pointed out that if you look right here where the elephant is, that there's a fourth carving of a hawk, which is actually a part of the elephant here. You can see this line here that comes down. This is the beak of the hawk, which comes back, and this circular part inside of the elephant's trunk is actually the hawk's eye. So you can see the hawk's eye, you can see the beak curve down here and go back. So this right here would be the hawk's head, and this is the hawk's eye right here. So, you know, that is a bit of a stretch, but again, I wouldn't doubt it just simply because we have these other three engravings of these perfectly modeled animals. We've got an elephant, a dog, and a pig, all side by side, all leaning down as if they're in a position to take a drink of something. Also, with extremely detailed facial features and muscle features that are dead on with the actual animals. And we have this stream of water running in front of them, which even adds to the mystery. Like I said, we're not one for posting a lot of Mars anomaly videos having to do with carvings or odd shapes and rocks. But regardless of whether this is a joke being played by NASA, or it's a carving done on Mars millions of years ago, or a carving done by someone on Mars right now, you know, we don't know what's on Mars. And a lot of people say Mars was exactly like Earth millions of years ago. So these very well could be carvings, and I'm on the fence with it because out of all of these Mars anomalies that I've seen of these so-called carvings, I have never been as convinced as when I saw this and these three completely detailed animals standing side by side. It was a bit of a stretch for me to believe that all of this could come from nature and that it's just a freak occurrence. It's extremely odd, so I am a bit on the fence. But regardless, like I said, it's pretty cool. And here is an actual image that the viewer who found this sent me, where he took the image and he colored in the animals just so you can see them a little bit better. Here is the image, and by the way, I'll unhighlight these so you can see the actual image without the highlights. And here is the image on the actual NASA website, which we have put the link to down in the video description and down in the comments, so you can go and find it for yourself. And once again, these carvings are directly in front of this stream of water that's going down the hillside there, in front of these animal carvings that are leaning down as if to take a drink of said water. Really, really weird. And here is the colored in version that the viewer sent to us, putting into perspective how detailed these carvings are. Here we have the elephant, the dog, and the pig, and the hawk here. Now, the viewer also stated that he saw what looks like a smaller pig next to this one, but it's not very discernible, so we're going to stick with the three that we can mainly see, and you don't need to mess with the image to see them. You know, that was another cool thing we thought about this, is as soon as I looked at the area where he was talking about, I could see him. I didn't have to sit and stare at him as if you would a cloud and try to bring something out that wasn't there. You know, I could see these, and I said, well, damn, these things look like animals. You know, whether they're purposely put there or not, that's pretty freaky. And it makes you think, could Mother Nature really create these animals and create not just one animal let alone, but three side by side, leaning down to take a drink, getting their ears, eyes, mouths, noses, everything correct? So take a look at the images. We will put copies of these images in the these analysis images down in the video description. We'll put the original link to the Mars image. And just for shits and gigs, let us know what you think down in the comment section. Because once again, I think it's pretty awesome no matter what. Share it with your friends and see what they think. And remember to hit that subscribe button on the way out. And we've got a lot more coming your way, so stick around. We'll see you soon, guys.